All right, this is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. This is the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net, and this is the Collins S3 line. We get together here on Wednesday evenings to talk about the early days of single sideband. A lot of us are on vacuum tube radios. Mine's from 1968. A lot of AM comes by now and again with some big signals, and if you have a technical question about a radio you're working on, this is a good place to ask the question, because somebody may have had that experience before. Buy-sell trades are welcome if they are vintage radio related. And let me welcome anybody that wants to hear more about this to our Vintage Radio Central Electronics meet in Jonesboro, Tennessee on the 22nd of July. It's going to be a great show, and this will be about our 4th or 5th year of doing it. Okay, Matt, why don't you put a question to us, and then we'll take some check-ins and talk to some people that we know are here. KK5DR, K5LYN.
All right. And good evening, everybody. This is KK5DR with your trivia question, your ham radio trivia question. All right, here we go. What company invented the 6146 beam power tube, and what year was it? Get both of them to get it right. I'll give you a little hint. It was a full-page announcement ad in an issue of QST magazine, and it told us all about it. So there you go. What company invented the 6146 beam power tube, and what year was it? There you are. KK5DR.
Well, that's a great question, Matt, and considering how many QST magazines I've got on the shelf, I won't be able to come up with the answer before the net's over, but somebody may, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to talk to about 6-7 people that I know are located here on the frequency already, and then we'll give it to Jim, let him do some, then we'll take some new check-ins. So, Mr. Denver, I had you first on the list, N5OJB, K5LYN. How about it?
Okay, Lynn, this is N5OJB, and I am not on a boat anchor tonight. I am on a mobile radio, ICOM 706 Mark II-G, and trying to see if it's going to keep working or not since I fiddled with it. So I'm just checking in so you'll have numbers tonight. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Lynn, and I appreciate you calling me, N5OJB in Gonzales, Texas.
Now, I'm curious about something. Did the band change? Did you change the power level or something? You're not near as strong now as you were a while ago.
I guess the band must have changed because I haven't changed anything.
Okay, that transmission was stronger, but a while ago you were barreling in, so it may well be the band changing. Okay, Denver, it's a neat radio. I've got one just like it. Good to hear you tonight. Okay, how about Rusty? Rusty, are you up there somewhere? WK5R, how about it?
Hey, good evening, Lynn, and everybody on the boat anchor. This is WK5R. Tonight we're on the Swan Signet 300B that belongs to Uvalde Jim down there. Hope I can hand this thing back to him in October. We're using the Audio Technica studio microphone and driving the GS35B at about 1,300 watts there. I do have one item for sale. I still have the Swan TCU unit, which is the transmitter control unit that has the external VFO box unit and a power supply in it, and matches the Swan 240. I would like to get $75 for that, and I will be going to Texas City, so if anybody wants it, I can bring it down there. I should be down there by the time the doors open on Saturday morning. The other thing is, I've just written a little program here for you guys that have tube checkers. It's called Tube Test Data Master. And it's a program that'll run on anything from XP through Windows 10. And it'll save you the time of having to look up in the book and hold the book up while you fix your levers and everything for your tube tester. All I like is filling up the database, which is going to take a little while because the book I've got has got a massive number of tubes in it. But I'm hoping to have that ready by Friday, and I may bring a few copies of that on there. Or by Saturday, rather. Yeah, that's about all I've got, and I'm trying to come up with the answer on Matt's question, but I haven't gotten there yet. So back to you, Lynn, WK5R.
Look, is that for a certain tube tester? That wouldn't, I mean, all my tube testers are different.
Now, it should work on just about any of them. The deal you have to do is some of the terminology is different, I noticed, on some of the tube testers. This one, the book that I have is for an ICO 625. And I do know that some tube testers are different. But it should work on most tube testers. You may just have to transition the terminology. Like I saw one, I was looking on the internet up there that actually had a control called grid on it. The 625 does not. It calls it something else. I forget what they call it right now, but that shouldn't be a big problem.
Okay. I've got an ICO. I'll have to look at the number on it. Your audio is wonderful. I thought once in a while I heard just a little bit of instability. I was wondering if that's a dirty switch or something like that, and it might have been my imagination. It wasn't very significant, but I thought I heard something there.
I do not know. It is a possibility that it could be. I've got a rough switch in my tuner, and it could be that doing it.
Well, let's just keep an eye on it. It's not that big a deal, but I thought I heard something a little bit there that I'd never heard before. That has terrific audio. All right, Rusty, anything else for the group this evening?
No, that's it. And, when I get through racking my brain, if I come up with an answer, I'll recheck. Thank you, WK5R, back to net control.
Okay, let's see here. Jay, I think I heard you next. Mr. QS, what do you say, Jay? K5LYN.
Well, good evening, Lynn, and everybody on the net. This is KM5QS on my Kenwood DS830 this evening, and the Alpha 374, and the big old 160-meter dipole, and like that. They sound pretty good. I'm probably not right because it's too obvious, but I was thinking late 50s and Kenwood or Matsushita, one of the two. Anyway, probably wrong. That's about it. Back to waiting to fix the Collins and stuff and like that. Just same old stuff. M5QS, back to you, Lynn.
Yeah, Jay, I think you and I are going to be cursing relays for the next few weeks as we tackle your Collins and my Swan. I'm not looking forward to it. Good to hear you tonight. Okay, let me see here. We talked to a fellow named Greg a while ago, didn't we? KF5ZXB. Did I get that right, Greg? You still there somewhere? K5LYN. Well, maybe he moved on. Okay. How about Mike, Mr. MTT? What about it, Mike?
Yeah, hello, Lynn, and everybody on the net. Tonight we're on the Collins 1961 vintage winged emblem S line with the 75 S2 receiver, 32 S1 transmitter, and the 30 S1 amplifier. The microphone is an Electro Voice 664. Well, let's see. Let me think back on the 6146. I'll guess Westinghouse, but that's probably not right.
Well, we got to get the year too, Mike. I would have said RCA, but I wouldn't have any idea what the year might be.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the year. Okay, all right. Well, I wouldn't know without cheating on the internet.
That's going to be a hard one. We'll see how it goes. That S-line sounds really good, Mike. Now that's not your one with the S2, is it?
Well, this is the one I had with the S2 receiver. This is one I've had for a while. Still haven't tackled the S2 pair, the receiver and the transmitter. It's sitting in line waiting for the capacitor rework on both of those before I put them on the air.
Okay, keep us posted. That's a unique station. All right, Mike, anything else for the group tonight?
No, I know. It sounded good. Even though there's some static back there, it's not that bad.
Okay, let me talk to my neighbor, Mr. George, and then we'll give it to Jim. Let him talk to some folks. Mr. TXW. What do you say, George? K5LYN.
Howdy, Lynn, and all around the net. I'm on a right spot, pushing the 30L1, as you well know, Lynn, and so I'll keep it short. I don't know who invented the 6146, but there was a 6146A, a 6146B, and I think a 6146 Delta. And I think they were developed, I read once when I was a kid, they were used in Great Britain during World War II for radar, believe it or not. A good story anyway. So that's it. Otherwise, everything is the same. And we'll turn it back to you, Lynn, WB5TXW, back to net.
Very good, George. Sounding good. And for anybody that wants to join us for breakfast, we're still on. 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. Okay, Mr. Jim, KB5ZIV. How about it? K5LYN.
All right, Lynn. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Tonight I'm on the trusty FT-102. We're shoving that into a little black box, and it goes over there to the big tuner and out there to the ladder line fed antenna. So hopefully everybody can hear me all right. All right, let me see. Mr. Gary, W5BFA, have you made it back? He said he might be back after a while. Joseph said he wasn't going to be back till after 8 o'clock. Let me see. Mr. Jim, WB5JKO.
Yeah. Hello there, Jim. KB5ZIV in the Boat Anchor net. WD5JKO. Yeah, I got the web streaming. I better turn that audio down so I don't get all confused. My little brain can't deal with that. So, anyway, my guess on that tube is along the same lines as what Lynn said, RCA. But I would guess the year would be 1952. But that's just a guess. I didn't go on the internet and look in a book or anything. But 52 and RCA, and they both could be wrong. But they're both close.
You are 100%
the 4D32
correct,
was kind of phased out in the amateur world in the early 50s, and a pair of 6146s are in many ways a rough approximation of a single 4D32. So 52 is kind of between the Viking 1 and the Viking 2, and then the Collins 32V series all had the 4D32, and I think that series ended around 52, but I could be wrong. So, but anyway, that tube was used outside of amateur radio, like George was saying, maybe had other applications. So anyway, I'm on the 20A Central Electronics and the Gonset GSB201 linear amplifier with a Quad 811As in there. Did a little bit of antenna work since I was on here last, and we'll see how that works with reports and whatnot. But same antenna, just some tweaks there to get the SWR down so the tuner has less of a burden. So it used to be like 5 or 6 to 1, now it's 1.5 to 1 before the tuner. So anyway, back to you there, Jim. You guys keep up the good work. KB5ZIV, back in that, WD5JKO.
All right, Jim, did you have something to say, Matt?
JKO is the winner. He got it 100% correct. It was announced in January 1952 QST. They had a full-page ad. RCA announced to the amateur community that the 6146 was available to them, and RCA was the company that did it. because at the time they held most of the patents for most of the tubes that were out there at that time. So there you go. You got it right. KK5DR.
All right. A little bit of trivia, guys. All right, hey, Mr. Bill, WA5OPZ, what's going on up there in Dallas?
Storms that are running around in the California Metroplex right now. But anyway, everybody's sounding real good. No problem at all talking up here. Everybody seems to be getting just above the noise level. Anyhow, see, tonight we're on the Swan 250B. We're driving the 1200X Swan M5, monitoring their power output with 312 people. Q5 RVs out in the backyard, about 20 feet. Anyway, not a whole lot other than that going on. My son and his wife are over here from Germany for a few more days. They'll go back to the KB5ZIV, WA5OBZ.
All right, Bill, it's working just fine down here. I don't see anything wrong with it, so go visit with the kids, because that's something that needs to be done.
They're down here. They're down at Randa's Pass. They went out to sea fishing. They had won a box of these fish.
Oh, hell of a deal.
They're having a ball. Anyway, talk to y'all here in a little bit. KB5ZIV, WA5OPZ, and 7-3, everybody.
All right, Bill. Hey, Mr. Andy over there in LaGrange, I thought I heard you come in there earlier, KD5PUR. Well, maybe not. How about you, Byron, WA5EDX?
Oh, yeah, I'm still around, Jim. KB5ZIV and the net, WA5EDX, Bluffdale, Texas. Out here just west of Granbury away. It's just waiting on the rain to pull up. Heard a little lightning out there. I shouldn't be on the radio probably. But hopefully the rain will come up from the south and hit us a little bit. We're just getting sprinkles here and there every other day. So just enough to up the humidity up to near Houston level, high. Tonight we're kind of cheating, checking in for the count, but not really a boat anchor. A Yaesu 747 that I just found on the shelf a few days ago. Wondered what in the heck it was, and wondered if it worked. Looked it up, started playing with it. It works a little bit. You'll have to tell me how good. I'm going to have to work on the encoder on the tuning. It's kind of erratic. A lot of them were, I guess, so got to figure that out, clean that up a little bit. But it seems to work in a pinch a little bit. I'm sure it's not blowing any speakers, so nobody can charge me with that. Like I said, everybody have a good week. Stay cool. WA5, back to you, Jim. Thanks a lot for running the net. WA5EDX.
All right, Brian. Yeah, that little radio's working all right. I've seen a couple of those around. They're a pretty good little starter radio for somebody.
Yeah, I had to get on eHam and read about it a little bit, see if it, what the reputation was. It would make a good little starter radio. And I guess what it does, Bob, I guess it's one of the earlier, as far as I know, one of the earlier rice burners that had general coverage speed. So it does have that, and it has a clarifier on it, which, is the RIT. So it has RIT and clarifier, and I don't know, some kind of noise blanker, and if you wanted to do FM, it had an optional FM board.
Oh, dear. Like I said, they were pretty neat little old radios.
Yep. That's all I have. Thank you.
All right, Byron. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call signs slowly, spread them out a little bit for me, guys. I'll try and get you in here.
KA5LYL.
Kilo Lima 7, Charlie Delta.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, November India X-ray.
All right, there's a few. Let me do them. I believe the first one was GRV. Did I get that right? Do it again there. Okay, KG5DRV. All right, Dale, the static crashes are kind of whipping on you, but it's a working, brother. All right, Mr. Todd down there, KA5LYL.
All right, Jimmy, hello, you and everybody else on the KA5LYL, 540. And my station equipment tonight is a Kenwood TSA-30. Kenwood Anyway, 30 and Kenwood TSA-30 SG actually, and Electro Voice. There we are. Electro Voice 638 microphone. Electro Voice 638 microphone. Just the radio barricade. That's what I'm running. Don't have an answer to this radio. Jim, can I list a couple of TS520/820 accessories on this set?
Sure, Todd.
Okay. Alright, what I got is a near perfect, and it's in line right now. I'm using it right now. It's a Kenwood AT200. That's Kenwood Alpha Tango 200. That's the matching 300-watt antenna tuner, external antenna tuner for the TS520 and 820. This is the tuner that looks just like the speaker that matches the radio. Works great. It's almost mint cosmetically. Well, in every way. It's almost mint. I have the original box and inserts and the manual. I want $200 or best offer. 200OBO for it. I also have the speaker, the Kenwood SP820. That's a filtered speaker that will match both the 520 and the 820 radios. It looks nice. It works fine. Using it right now. No box for manual with it. 1 1/4 shipped or best offer. 1 1/4 or best offer shipped. That's they ship both of those. And that's all. I'll trade them both if need be. If somebody has a real clean Kenwood
AT230. Kenwood AT230. That's the speaker that matches that's the tuner that matches the TS830 and 530. If somebody has one, this is offering quite a bit, but if it's real nice, I may trade both of these for that tuner. That's all I got. Thanks for holding the net, guys. KA5LY. Back to net.
Now give me a phone number.
Oh, crap, that's right. 361-816-7748. 361-816-7748. Appreciate it, guys.
All right. All right, folks. Todd down there in Corpus. He's got a couple of items here. He's got an AT200. Says it's near mint. He's got the box insert and manual for that. Says $200 shipped for that little devil. Got an SP820 speaker. It's real clean. He does not have the box for it. 125 shipped. Or he would trade both of these for an AT230. So, that's a pretty good deal, guys. 361-816-7748. 361-816-7748 if you're interested in that.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. Hey, Mr. Dan, WOZ, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, but everybody else, man's on noisy, but the stations are coming right on through all and good. Same here, KWOZ, we're in Houston, just looking at a sorry, so it's my brother. It's a 12A, showing about 150 watts out on the peak meter, and mic is a 444D, and running one of those dual band double bazookas up there in the air, no amplifier, none. And that's it from here. I picked up Henry's amplifier this morning, the 6th form. I think I got it going. And I'm taking that down to, what do you call it, Texas City this weekend and hand it back. And I got a couple of trucks to take down there, too. That's all from here, Jim. Thanks for letting us sneak in. KB5VIV-KWOZ.
All right, Dan, the little hot water 12A is working pretty good.
Thank you. Sounds good on it.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
If I don't, somebody needs to tell me. All right. Hey, Mr. Mike, KL7CD, what's going on over there in the hinterland?
Okay, well, it's very hot. Very hot. 90 degrees right now. KL7 Charlie Delta. KL7CD, Mike is my name. Let me turn this radio down just a hair. There we go. I was trying to monitor my signal on Matt's streaming audio and visual, and it's pretty cool. I've been watching it for a while, but it's a little too loud. Anyway, running the Helicrafters boat anchors tonight, like always. SB220 amplifier, inverted V up about 25 feet. The microphone is a Shure 444D, and that's about it from this end. I wanted to drive my old Ford in the parade there yesterday, and we went out. My wife was going to go with me, and we got out there early. We had to go get lined up and all that, and I went out in the garage, and it wouldn't start. So I got a little problem. I think it's either I can hear the solenoid click, but the starter doesn't turn. And I got good battery and all that. And it worked fine Saturday. All of a sudden, I got a car that won't start. So I think I'm looking at. I went tonight and took a jumper cable and ran straight from the battery to the starter. Passed on the downstream side of the solenoid, and nothing happened, so I'm pretty sure it's a starter. I think the solenoid was put in new just before I bought the car, but they didn't replace the starter. It's original 6-volt starter, so I think it's probably given up the ghost, and I'm going to get to replace the starter in it. Anyway, when you have an old hobby car, it's kind of like having an old boat anchor. You just work on it a lot and use it a little bit. Back to you there, Jim. KL7 Charlie Delta in the hill country.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, it's always something. At least that one's not too bad to get to.
No, you just got to have a jack, and I got one, and you got to have a jack stand. That thing lays pretty low to the ground. I don't have a lift or anything like that, so I got to get under it on a creeper. And I think it's 2 bolts hold that starter on, and cut the wires loose and take 2 bolts off, pull the old one out, put the new one in. I just have to decide if I'm going to go back with a 6-volt starter or if I'm going to go ahead and get a 12-volt starter and put in there. They have a starter that's a gear reduction 12-volt starter. I may go with that, but it turns over just fine, or it used to, with that 6-volt starter. But they told me when they converted it to 12 volts, it didn't hurt anything to run it into a 6-volt starter. It just makes it spin faster, and it did for a while, and then it just quit spinning. Go ahead.
Quick comment, Jim?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, I fooled with old cars for 30 years. That'll work just fine, but I did find, after a number of years, because it spins so fast, it can tear up the ring gear on your flywheel. So, you know, use some caution as to how long you spin the 6-volt starter with 12 volts.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a problem with the flywheel because the starter don't even spin now at all. I mean, it was spinning just fine Saturday, and then Tuesday when I went to crank it, the starter didn't spin at all. So hopefully my flywheel's okay, but I don't think it's a gear problem. I think it's a starter problem.
Keep me posted.
All right. Now let me get this last one before I give it back over to Lynn. About KF5NIX. Come on in here.
KF5NIX here. Yep, Stewart out here in Rockdale. And I'm talking on a Yaesu FT101E with a dipole about 35 foot in the air and a 10D aesthetic microphone, just like George is running over there. And just listening to that tonight. It's a little bit of static, but the radios are sounding good. And that's all I've got. Back to you there, next control, KF5NIX.
All right, good. Good sounding little radio. I don't have a problem with it. You got a good signal down here in Uvalde.
Much appreciated for that. Yeah, you're coming in here really good as well.
Well, that black box is helping. All right. All right, Lynn, I took quite a few there. Maybe I better let you talk a while. K5LYN from KB5ZIV.
Well, I think we've picked up everybody that I knew was there, so let's just put out a call. This is K5LYN on the Collins S line. Who have we got for the net tonight? I'm listening.
PUR.
PUR, Andy, how you doing?
Yeah, I did try earlier, but I didn't hear anybody reply, so I went out to mow the yard.
Well, it's too hot to mow the yard. You should have stayed in the house.
Well, it had to be done. And it ain't going to get any cooler, not until November.
Yeah, actually, Jim did call you, but you were out there mowing the yard. We knew you were there. How you doing?
Well, you don't want me to get started on that right now. I lost my scanner antenna, and I'm not happy.
You lost what?
Scanner antenna, and I think we got a grass fire around here, and I'm not too happy.
Yeah, there were some fires in Bastrop County today, too. Be careful over there.
Yeah, I will. I just wanted to know where it was, but I'm not going to find out.
All right. Good to hear you. Anything else for the net tonight?
Not unless you can tell me where my scanner antenna is.
No. Good luck with it. Keep us posted. All right. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Here's K5LYN. Listening.
K0, Sierra Echo Delta.
Mr. SED. How you doing, Steve?
Well, good evening, Lynn, and everybody out in Boat Anchor Land. Oh, good golly, you know, it's just another one of those days in East Texas. Not much going on. Retirement is wonderful. Tonight I'm on a Kenwood 520 and a 3001. The dipole's up 40-odd feet. And just listening and watching the world go round. That's about it. Back to you, Lynn. K0SCD.
Yeah, in this kind of weather, watch the world go around from inside the house. These 100-degree days are getting old. All right, Steve, anything else for the group tonight?
No, that's about it, Lynn.
Okay, let's see who else can hear us. It is pretty noisy. I guess we've got a few thunderstorms to the north, and a while ago we had some coming off the Gulf. So we're hearing them on the radio here, and I don't think they're going to get close enough to Austin to do me any good, but I'll be watching. Who else for the net? K5LYN, listening? Who was that? Say again?
This is Jim, Lynn.
Is it Jim?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi, Jim. You know, I always have trouble hearing you in the summer, and I hear you great in the winter.
Yeah, it's definitely a summer night. 95 today, and we're supposed to get down to 90 degrees by sunset, and all of 87 overnight. At any rate, WJ5MS on my TR4 straight tonight, and MC50 mic, and the old Heathkit loading everything so I can get around the bands and put it out there in a full-length 80-meter dipole for 3.5 and 3.6, brother. And that's about the size of it. Go to the net, and everybody's sounding real good tonight. WJ5MS back to the net.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, 100% copy on a kind of a noisy night here. Plus, I've got something in my house that's generating some noise. Been doing it for 2 days. I don't know where that's coming from. Okay, K5LYN and the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Who else do we have out there tonight? I'm listening. I think somebody came back to me, but I'm not going to hear that person. I don't think. Jim, did you hear that? Who that was?
No, negative.
Well, I don't know. All right. Let's see if there's anybody else I can hear out there. Failing that, I'll turn it back to you, Jim. K5LYN. Listening? I don't hear a thing, Jim.
All right. You want me to start over again?
I think so. You know, we may have a little smaller turnout tonight. Kind of rough conditions.
Yeah, I got a couple that are still hanging that said they were going to come back, so I'll holler at them in a minute. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call sign slowly, spread them out for me, guys. I'll try and get you in here.
Hey, Jim, I got a question for Matt.
All right. I don't know which Matt.
The live streaming Matt from Dripping Springs, Texas. I was just wondering if there's any way to rewind this live streaming or stop it and back it up so that I can go back and see what my signal sounded like and listen to.
Well, I think Lynn said down there at the bottom of the deal there's a link where you can replay it after the net's done.
Yeah, comment. Mike, I did it the next day and it worked fine. Just open it up and click on it.
Okay, so when you click on it, it just replays the whole thing.
Well, that worked last week anyway.
Okay, I'll try that then.
Go ahead, Jim.
All right. Had to gather up my foot switch. It was trying to get away. All right, let's see if Gary made it back. W5BFA, did you make it back? All right. Maybe Joseph's through visiting there, WA5EIJ. Have you made it back yet? Okay, maybe not. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call sign slowly, spread them out a little bit for me, guys. I'll try and get you in here.
WK5R recheck?
Yes.
Does this thing still sound like crap or what?
It's a little fuzzy.
That's the Drake CR4.
I'll be darned. It's not trashed out all it, but it's not like it usually is.
No, something happened to it the other day, and I don't know what it is. I did find the two mixer seats. One was completely gone, and the other was weak. Well, the one that was completely gone, I had a replacement. The other one, I had a half-ass replacement. So I did look real close at the schematic, see which one was taking the input there. So it could be that.
Okay. Yeah, the longer you talk on it, it starts chopping you a little bit.
All right. Still got some work to do on it then.
Roger.
All right, carry on. WK5R.
Okie dokie, Rusty. All right, folks, you're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, you'll come with your call sign slowly. Spread them out a little bit for me, guys. I'll try and get you in here.
Kilo India 5, Oscar.
Yeah, come in here.
Yeah, Roger, that was me earlier. Y'all couldn't hear me. Had to retune my antenna tuner, but I think I got it now. I'm running barefoot tonight, so I'm a little light. That's about it. Just checking in. KI500 from Austin. Back to net.
All right, well, now everything's working just hunky-dory. You got us a good signal.
Yeah, Roger, I like being able to see this, see my signal on the YouTube. That's pretty cool. I appreciate you, Matt, for doing that. KI500.
All right, brother. Yeah, Matt's a pretty good guy.
You know what he's trying to do, don't you?
What's that?
Trying to convert some of us to flex.
To what?
To flex.
Oh, well, man, I don't know about that.
It won't work.
I know.
Won't work on me either.
I don't want no flex, Madam. Recheck.
Too late, I'm already there.
All right.
He had a recheck, Jim.
Yeah, who's the recheck?
Yeah, Jim, Mike, WA5MTT. I've got a listing I'd like to throw out there just really quick. It's not exactly a boat anchor, but it is a vintage Kenwood, not made anymore. It's a TS-870 with the First 11 and digital recorder and those accessories on it. And it just came back from hamrepair.com with after going through it and checking it out. So if anybody's interested, get a hold of me on QRZ. That's good enough. Also, I'm looking for an Kenwood SP 599 if anybody's got a Kenwood Twins speaker that they're not using. Back to you, Jim.
All right, Mike. Okay, guys, Mike up there in Round Rock. He's got a pretty good sized little old radio that's not made anymore, TS-870. He just got it back from Cal. That one's got the TCXO and digital recorder in it. He's also hunting for a Sugar Papa 599. That's the speaker that matches the Twins. If you're interested in a radio, you got a speaker sitting up there on the shelf that's, drawing dust and Mom's tired of dusting it. look Mike up on QRZ and drop him an email. I bet you he can fix you up.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. I've got one of those figures that I'm looking for a second.
Roger.
They're kind of rare.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, to relate the 870 to the boat anchor net, there's a gentleman on QTH with a Collins S line, 375S3. Can't remember now. The 32S1 had some additional stuff done to it, thing and another. At any rate, he's got the power supply that claims everything's in beautiful shape, and he's wanting to trade them for a TS870.
I've got all the S-line equipment I can handle.
I figured you did, but I was just trying to tie it in there. Whatever, KM5QS.
I wish I had a Spear 870. I'd trade it, Dad, right for a while.
Yeah. Hi, folks. This is KB5CIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call sign slowly, spread them out for me, guys. I'll try and get you in here. All right, let's see if Mr. Joseph made it back. WA5EIJ, have you made it back yet? How about Mr. Gary, W5BFA? All right, Lynn, you want to give it one more shot?
Yeah, we can do that. It's been an interesting group this evening under conditions that are not ideal. All right, this is K5LY, and my name's Lynn. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net? I'm listening. Well, I think maybe we've done it, y'all.
I thought I heard Perry up there.
Yeah, you're more likely to hear him than me.
That you, Perry, UOZ?
Yeah, I'm up here. Good evening, guys. Just trying to fill in a blind spot here. I've been listening through the net. Probably good net. Guys are kind of, just about everybody's kind of on the weak side, seems like. Anyway, let's see. I'm on the front 500 this evening. Kicking up there about some yards out. I don't know where MS meeting. Sure, it's the reading bounced up there about 150, so I'm pretty sure I'm over 200 watts CET. So anyway, the story got up around 80 degrees today, and humidity's kind of high. So, guys, thanks for doing that, and we'll go right down the pike, KB0, you know that.
All right, Perry, I got about 70% of that anyway. The old Swan 500's working when them static crashes let you alone long enough.
Roger.
I had him up here 100%, Jim.
That's a difference in about 300 and some miles.
Roger, carry on. Oh, and I'm cheating too. I've done switched back over to a Flex.
Yeah. All right, Joseph, you make it back yet? How about Mr. Gary? Yeah, we're going to have to penalize them, Lynn.
Well, they got to talk early. I guess we'll give them a little credit.
Roger. We'll just put them at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, or they put themselves at the top. That's the other way of looking at it. Yeah, I think we can call it tonight. We had a great net, and the conditions are kind of rough. I've got thunderstorms on both sides of me, so I hear both of it, above me and below me. Anyway, gentlemen, I'm going to listen out here and say my 73. Let's see if there's anybody else that wants to check in or talk to me before we wind her down tonight. K5LYN, listen.
KK5DR.
Okay, there was Matt, and there was somebody else. Who was not KK5DR?
N5KBC.
I think, Marty, is that you?
Yeah, but got RF.
Marty, it's awfully noisy here. Make us a transmission.
Okay, this is Marty, N5KBC. I'm actually not only boat anchor tonight, but I'm just making sure that I'm trying to get some RF out of my radio.
Well, you're getting it out. It's just not making it to me.
All right, well, that answers my question. I appreciate it. Just put me down for the number. N5KBC.
Yeah, pretty noisy over here, y'all. Okay, but I did hear you. Matt, over to you, KK5DR.
All right, this is KK5DR. I'd like to announce that as soon as the boat anchor net has been closed, the emergency rag chewers net will convene immediately thereupon, and everybody's invited to come on in.
Excellent idea, and it is an emergency for sure. We're still alive. All right, I have nothing else to add. Jim, over to you, K5LYN 73s. I'm listening out.
All right, Lynn. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. Have we missed anyone this evening? Is there anyone else that would like to check in with us? All right, not hearing anyone. We thank each and every one of y'all for coming by here and checking in with us, because without you guys, we can't do this. Hopefully y'all have a good week. Hopefully we'll see all of y'all next Wednesday. 73s all the way around from KB5ZIV, returning this frequency back to normal amateur use.
Thanks, guys. Everybody sounds terrific. K5LYN.